शिला प्रभुपाद महाराज की
जय।
ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की
जय।
गौड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की
जय।
रामाचार्य दास ठाकुर की
जय।
हिंसी कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
गोप प्रेमानंदे
हरे हरि बोल।
all goes to simplicity. What is all goes to
हरे
simplicity.
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
भगवती
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Creation, new chapter 3. Krishna is the source of all incarnations. And today's verse 1 to 3. So read the first verse. Sutta vacha jagrehe paurusham rupam bhagavan mahadadivi sambodham shodashagalamado loga sisrjaya. Sorry, Sambodham Shodashakalam Ado Loga Sishayam Suta Vacha Jagrehe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadivi Sambodham Shodashakalam Ado Loga Sishayam Suta Vacha Jagrehe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadivi Sambhudam Shodashakalam Ado Loga Susukshaya. Sailaja Maji.
हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। सूत उवाच जगृहे पौरुषं रूपं भगवान् महदादिभिः सम्भूतं षोडशकलम् आदौ लोकसुश्रूषया। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Yes. Jai Shri Maji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। जगृहे पौरुषं रूपं भगवान् महदादिभिः सम्भूतं षोडशकलामादौ लोकसिसृक्षया। हरे कृष्ण।
Belinda Maji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। सूत उवाच जगृहे पौरुषं रूपं भगवान् महदादिभिः सम्भूतं षोडशकलम् अधोलोक शुश्रूषया। हरे कृष्ण।
Snigdha Maji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। सुत उवाच जगृहे पौरुषं रूपं भगवन्महदादिभिः सम्भूतं षोडशकलमादौ लोको शुश्रूषया। May I read the synonyms, Prabhu?
Yes.
Synonyms. Sutta Uvacha, Sutta said, Jagrahe, accepted, Purusham, planetary portion, is the Purusha incarnation, Rupam, form, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Mahadibhihi, with the ingredients of the material world, Sambhutam, thus there was the creation of Sadasakalam, 16 primary principles, Adau, in the beginning, Loka, the universes, Tisra Shayah, on the intention of creating. Translation. Sutta said, in the beginning of the creation, the Lord first expanded himself in the universal form of the Purusha incarnation and manifested all the ingredients of the material creation. And thus, at the first, there was the creation of the 16 principles of material action. This was for the purpose of creating the material universe. Purport, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The Bhagavad Gita states that the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, maintains these material universes by extending his planetary expansions. So, this Purusha form of the confirmation of the same principle, the original personality of Godhead, Vasudeva or Lord Krishna, who is famous as the son of King Vasudeva or King Nanda, is full with all opulences, all potencies, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation. A part of his opulence is manifested as impersonal Brahman, and a part of his opulence is manifested as Paramatma. This Purusha feature of the same personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is the original Paramatma manifestation of the Lord. There are three Purusha features in the material creation, and this form, who is known as the Karanadakshayi Vishnu, is the first of the three. The others are known as the Garbhadakshayi Vishnu and the Kshirodashayi Vishnu, which we shall know one after another. The innumerable universes are generated from the skin holes of this Karanadakshayi Vishnu, and in each one of the universes, Lord enters as Garbhadakshayi Vishnu. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is also mentioned that the material world is created at certain intervals and then again destroyed. This creation and destruction is done by the supreme will because of the conditioned souls or the Nitya Baddha living beings. The Nitya Baddha or the eternally conditioned souls have the sense of individuality or ahankara, which dictates to them sense enjoyment, which they are unable to have constitutionally. The Lord is the only enjoyer, and all others are enjoyed. The living beings are predominated enjoyers, but the eternally conditioned souls, forgetful of this constitutional position, have strong aspirations to enjoy. The chance to enjoy matter is given to the conditioned souls in the material world, and side by side, they are given the chance to understand their real constitutional position. Those fortunate living entities who catch the truth and surrender unto the lotus feet of Vasudeva after many births in the material world join the eternally liberated souls, and thus are allowed to enter into the kingdom of Godhead. After this, such fortunate living entities need not come again within the occasional material creation, but those who cannot catch the constitutional truth are again merged into the Mahat Tattva at the time of the annihilation of the material creation. When the creation is again set up, this Mahatattva is again let loose. This Mahatattva contains all the ingredients of the material manifestations, including the conditioned souls. Primarily, this Mahatattva is divided into 16 parts, namely 5 gross materials elements and the 11 working instruments of sense or senses. It is like the clouds in the clear sky. In the spiritual sky, the effulgence of Brahman is spread all around, and the whole system is dazzling in spiritual light. The Mahatattva is assembled in some corner of the vast unlimited spiritual sky, and the part of which is thus covered by the Mahatattva is called the material sky. This part of the spiritual sky is called Mahatattva, is only an insignificant portion of the whole spiritual sky, and within this Mahatattva there are innumerable universes. All these universes are collectively produced by the Karanadakshayi Vishnu, called also the Mahavishnu, who simply throws his glance in to impregnate the material sky. Hare Krishna.
Text 2. Yasyambasi shayanasya yoganidram vidanmadaha navi adambujasi brahma vishwasampadi. यस्यांबसि शयानस्य योगनिद्रां विदन्मदः नाभिहृदाम्बुजात् आसीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजां पदी यस्यांबसि शयानस्य योगनिद्रां विदन्मदः नाभिहृदाम् अम्बुजासीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजां पदी शैलजा जी
हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। यस्यां वसिशयानस्य योगनिद्रामिदन्नदा नाभिहृदाम्बुजात् आसीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजाम्बदीः। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा। जय श्री माँ जी।
यानस्य योगनिद्रां वितन्वतः नाभिहृताम्बुजादासीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजाम्पति। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। सिग्धा माँ जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जस्यं वसि शयनस्य जोगो निद्रां वितन्वतः नाभि हृदम्बुज आसीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजं पतिः। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। मिलिंद माँ जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यशं पर्षि शयानस्य योगनिद्रां वितन्वतः नाभिहृदं भुजद् आसीत् ब्रह्मा विश्वसृजं पतिः।
Right. Can read.
Yes. Yasya, whose ambasi in the water, sayanasya, lying down, yoga nidram, sleeping in meditation, vitanvataha, ministering, nabhi, navel, radaha, radha, out of the lake, ambujat, from the lotus, asit, was manifested, Brahma, the grandfather of the living beings, Vishwa, the universe, Shrajam, the engineers, Patihi, masters. Translation: a part of the Purusha lies down within the water of the universe. From the navel lake of his body sprouts a lotus stem, and from the lotus flower atop this stem, Brahma, the master of all engineers in the universe, manifests. Purport: by his divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ji ki Jai. The first Purusha is the Karnadakshaya Vishnu. From his skin holes, innumerable universes have sprung up. In each and every universe, the Purusha enters as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. He is lying within the half of the universe, which is full with water of his body. And from the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu has sprung the stem of the lotus flowers, the birthplace of Brahma, who is the father of all living beings and the master of all the demigods engineers engaged in the perfect design and working of the universal order. Within the stem of the lotus, there are 14 divisions of planetary systems, and the earthly planets are situated in the middle. Upwards, there are other better planetary systems, and the topmost system is called Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. Downwards from the earthly planetary system, there are 7 lower planetary systems inhabited by the Asuras, and similar other materialistic living beings. From Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, there is an expansion of the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is a collective Paramatma of all living beings. He is called Hari, and from him all incarnations within the universe are expanded. Therefore, the conclusion is that the Purusha Avtara is manifested in 3 features. First, the Karnodakshaya, who aggregates material ingredients in the Mahatattva. Second, the Garbhodakshaya, who enters in each and every universe. And third, the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is a Paramatma of every material object, or organic or inorganic. One who knows these plenary features of the personality of Godhead knows Godhead properly, and thus the knower becomes freed from the material conditions of birth, death, old age, and disease, as it is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. In this shloka, the subject matter of Mahavishnu is summarized. The Mahavishnu lies down in some part of the spiritual sky by his own free will. Thus, he lies on the ocean of Karna, from where he glances over his material nature, and the Mahatattva is at once created. Thus, electrified by the power of the Lord, the material nature at once creates innumerable universes, just as in due course a tree decorates itself with innumerable grown fruits. The seed of the tree is sown by the cultivator, and the tree or the creeper in due course becomes manifested with so many fruits. Nothing can take place without a cause. The Karna ocean is therefore called the causal ocean. Karna means causal. We should not foolishly accept the atheistic theory of creation. The description of the atheist is given in the Bhagavad Gita. The atheist does not believe in the creator, but he cannot give a good theory to explain the creation. Material nature has no power to create without the power of the Purusha, just as a Prakriti or woman cannot produce a child without the connection of a Purusha or man. The Purusha impregnates and the Prakriti delivers. We should not expect milk from the fleshy bags on the neck of the goat, although they look like bristly nipples. Similarly, we should not expect any creative power from the material ingredients. We must believe in the power of Purusha, who impregnates Prakriti or nature. Because the Lord wished to lie down in meditation, the material energy created innumerable universes at once. In each of them, the Lord lay down, and thus all the planets and the different paraphernalia were created at once by the will of the Lord. The Lord has unlimited potencies, and thus he can act as he likes by perfect planning, although personally he has nothing to do. No one is greater than or equal to him. That is the verdict of the Vedas. Hare Krishna.
Verse 3. Yasya avaya samsthane kalpido loka vistara tadvai bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattvamochidam. Yasya avayava samsthane kalpido loka vistara tadvai bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattvamochidam. Yasya avayava samsthane kalpido loka vistara Tadvai bhagavato rupam shuddham sattvamochidam. Sajamaji.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Esya avayava samsthane kalpido loka vistara tatvai bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattva-murjidam. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Srimaji.
हरे कृष्ण यस्यावयव संस्थाने कल्पितो लोकविस्तरः तद्वै भगवतो रूपं विशुद्धं सत्त्वमूर्जितं हरे कृष्ण
Nirindamaji.
Hare Krishna. Yasya vayava samsthane kalpito loka vistaraha tadve bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattvam urjitam. Hare Krishna.
Nirindamaji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जस्य वयवं संस्थाने हि कल्पितो लोको विस्तरः तद्वै भगवतो रूपं विशुद्धं सत्त्वमुर्जितं। May I read the synonyms?
Yes.
Yasya, whose avyayava, bodily expansion, samsthanehi, situated in, kalpitaha, is imaginated, loka, planets of inhabitants, vistaraha, various, tatvai, but that is, bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, rupam, form, vishuddham, purely, sattvam, existence, arjitam, excellence. Translation: it is believed that all the universal planetary systems are situated on the extensive body of the Purusha, but he has nothing to do with the created material ingredients. His body is eternally in spiritual existence par excellence. Purport: His divine grace, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांता श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. The conception of the Virat Rupa or Vishwarupa of the Supreme Absolute Truth is especially meant for the neophytes who can hardly think of the transcendental form of the personality of Godhead. To him, a form means something of this material world, and therefore an opposite conception of the Absolute is necessary in the beginning to concentrate the mind on the power extension of the Lord. As stated above, the Lord extends his potency in the form of the Mahatattva, which includes all material ingredients. the extension of power by the Lord and the Lord Himself personally are one in one sense. But at the same time, the Mahatattva is different from the Lord. Therefore, the potency of the Lord and the Lord are simultaneously different and non-different. The conception of the Virata Rupa, especially for the impersonalist, and thus is thus non-different from the eternal form of the Lord. This eternal form of the Lord exists prior to the creation of the Mahatattva, and it is stressed here that the eternal form of the Lord is par excellence spiritual or transcendental to the mode of material nature. The very same transcendental form of the Lord is manifested by his internal potency, and the formation of his multifarious manifestations of incarnations is always of the same transcendental quality without any touch of the Mahatattva. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya
ज्ञानशलाकया
Chakshurunmilitam
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं
Yena
येन
Tasmai Shri
तस्मै
Gurave Namah
श्रीगुरवे नमः
Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam
चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
Sthavidam Yena
स्थापितं येन
Bhutale
भूतले
Swayam
स्वयं
Rupakada Mansyam Dadadi
रूपकदां
Swapada Vandeham Shri
वन्देऽहं
Guru
श्रीगुरो
Yudapadagamam
श्रीयुतपदकमलं
Shri Guru
श्रीगुरुं
Vaishnavamsa
वैष्णवांश्च
Shri Rupam Sagraja
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं
Vidam Tam
सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं
Saji
सजीवम्
Sadvaitam
साद्वैतं सावधूतं
Savadudam Parijana
परिजनसहितं
Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
Devam Shri Radha
श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान्
Prabhadan
सगणललिता
Sahatana Lalita Vishwakarnidam Sam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho
दीनबन्धो
Jagatpate
जगन्पदे
Gopesha
गोपेश
Gopika Kanda
गोपिकान्ता
Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi
काञ्चनगौराङ्गी
Radhe
राधे
Vrindavaneshwari
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
Apan Sude
वृषभानुसुते
Devi
देवी
Pranamami Hari
प्रणमामि हरे
Vancha Kalpatarubhishta
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Sindhubhye
कृपा
Vacha
सिन्धुभ्यैव च
Anam
पतितानां
Pavanebhyo
पावनेभ्यो
Vaishnavebhyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Idinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sudavacha Jagrehe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadavivi Sambudam Shodashakaram Ado Loga Susakshaya. Sudha said, in the beginning of creation, the Lord first expanded himself in the universal form of Purusha incarnation and manifested all ingredients for the material creation. And thus, at first, there was a creation of 16 principles of material action. This was for the purpose of creating the material universe. Hare Krishna. So, towards the end of the second chapter, last chapter, a mention was made about Leela Avataras and Purusha Avataras of Krishna. So, the Naimisharana sages were very interested to know what is this Purusha Avataras, what is this Leela Avataras, what is the purpose behind these Avataras. All these things they wanted to know. So, Sudha Goswami started describing the Purusha Avatara one by one. So, the word Paurusha or Paurusham means actually a man, or defined as Purusha. One that is defined as Purusha is Paurusha. So, this Purusha will be explained as a plenary expansion of Krishna. First, he accepted Jagrahe Purusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadevi. He accepted a form of this Purusha incarnation. When you say he accepted the form, we should not say that the form did not exist before. Normally, when you say that he accepted a form, that means a form, you should not say that is not existed before. Like nobody says that he accepted a pot. Pot is already there. So one should not believe that the form was later created by these material ingredients. Mahadadi means material ingredients. Mahat-tattva, from Mahat-tattva, what is coming from Mahat-tattva is called Mahat-adi. Mahat-adi. Starting from the Mahat-tattva. This Mahat-tattva has been explained several times. It is undiluted, diluted, manifested form of the avyakta state of pradhana. Which is the beginning of Prakriti, which is the Prakriti itself. So we should not be understood that, you should not have feeling that Krishna accepted a material form to create material universe. It is not so. Now Krishna is expanding himself. Krishna is fully, we have seen in previous chapter, is fully in Vishuddha Sattva. And is full of the 6 opulences. Namely, which are the 6 opulences of Krishna?
Beauty, knowledge, renunciation,
Yes.
Strength.
strength,
Strength, yes. Chivalrous, Virya. And fame.
knowledge, fame.
And
Yeah.
fame. If you can remember that verse, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Veerasya Yashasah Shriya Jnana Vairagyas Shannam Bhaga Tingana. So it will help you to narrate this or state these opulences as given in the sloka. Okay, fine, this is correct. What you say is correct. 6 opulences. And Krishna is full of that. And part of it appears as Brahman. And part of it appears as Paramatma. These are the 3 different phases of the absolute truth. So Shloka says that Krishna is using the, you can say, the first expansion of Krishna, rather, Purusham. Purusham is a Purusha incarnation of Krishna, plenary portion of Krishna. He is using this Mahatattva. He is agitating the Mahatattva, and Mahatattva springs into life. Normally, Mahatattva, Prakriti transformation, is inert by nature. But when it is agitated by Karanodakashayi Vishnu, by imbibing the gunas, 3 gunas, then Mahatattva become vibrant. Sambhudam Shodashagalam. The Mahatattva, the first expansion is first expanded into 16 elements. 16 elements is described as 5 gross elements, starting from either
Air, water,
Fire,
air,
fire,
water, and earth. These are the 5 gross elements, which is technically called as Panchabhuta. And the 11 senses and mind. 11 senses, including mind. 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriya, and 1 mind. So this is a starting point of creation. Word is called another Sambhutam. Sambhutam is given. Word Sambhutam is given, which means Samyak Bhutam. Samyak Bhutam means existing continuously. Because to understand again, it is established that the visual form is also existing continuously. It is not fabricated or created at a certain point of time. No. He accepts a form which already exists. So, Sambhuda meaning actually, another meaning is that Buddha joined with some Buddha. Some Buddha joined with what? Elements like earth. So we call it, elaborate as Jiva Buddha sometimes. Combination of Jiva plus Buddha. Buddha may change sometimes according to context. But generally, Buddha means the material elements, which is conjoined with the Jiva. Are you following?
Please again, Prabhuji.
Jiva, see, Jiva Buddha means Jiva plus Buddha. Jiva, as you know, is a thought. Buddha means the material elements. So when the material and the Jivas is conjoined with the material elements, it starts a creation. There's a starting point of creation. Srila Prabhupada explains why the creation is done. Creation is done in rotation. Creation, maintenance, and then what?
Destruction.
Destruction. That is given in the 18th and 19th verse of Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter. 8.18 and 19. Avyakta Vyaktaya Sarva Prabhavandi Haragame. From Avyakta state comes to Vyakta state. From unmanifested to manifest. Unmanifest state is called
Avyakta.
Avyakta. It is called Pradhana. Some Pradhana to Vyaktavya. Vyaktavya means Mahabhuta.
Mahatuta.
The 24 elements. Co-joined with the Jiva. Prabhavandi Haragame. Haragame, the beginning of the day of Brahma. In the beginning of the day of Brahma, creation takes place. Creation means Kshetra plus Kshetranya, Jiva plus Buddha is called creation. Ratri Agame Praliyeda Tatreva Avyakta Sapnyade. In the night of Brahma, previous sloga, the duration of day and night of Brahma is given. Now what happens during the day of Brahma is that creation takes place. And during the night, destruction takes place and these elements go back to Mahatattva. Okay. So the creation is there. So in the next verse, 19 verse says, Bhutva grama evayam, Buddha grama evayasam, Bhutva praliyade, Ratriyagame avashapartha prabhavati aharagame. In this way, all the moving and non-moving entities having appear and disappear at coming of night and reappear at the approach of day under the control of karma. Yes, appearance and disappearance, the collectively it happens on account of karma. Those who are still not able to go out of this karma is again languishing in this material world. Even after the one day of Brahma is over, again they come back. So the purpose of creation is then given in Srila Prabhupada, in his purpose is given. The purpose is what? It is because accommodate the Nitya Baddhas. Accommodate the Nitya Baddhas. Nitya Baddha means who are forever conditioned. These living entities, because they have the propensity to enjoy, we have seen Purusha means enjoyer. Krishna is actually the supreme enjoyer, is the only enjoyer. And the Pragati is enjoyed. Jiva is one of Pragati only, although is a superior Pragati. Other is inferior Pragati. The inferior Pragati is external energy. Superior energy is, superior Pragati is internal energy. Bhumiro Punalo Vayu Kammano Buddhirevacha Hangaramidiyam me Bhinna Pragati Ashtada. So the 8 elements, this is the inferior energy. Apareya Midastvanyam Pragati Midimepjam. Superior to this, there is another energy, Jiva Bhuda Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyade Jagat, because they have come to this material world to exploit this Pragati. So he takes over the role of a Purusha. The Nitya Bhada conditioned living entity takes over the role of a Purusha, which actually belongs to, which enjoys Krishna only. We are the enjoyed. So in this material universe, this Jiva is also called Purusha. Now you can say that Sachidananda Vigraha, Sachidananda is to both Krishna and Jiva is also called Sachit Ananda. So Ananda is there for Krishna as Ananda is there for Jiva also. How can you say Jiva is not an enjoyer? Are you getting this question? Shastra says that Krishna is an enjoyer, Jiva, the Prakriti, is an enjoyer. But it also says both are having the same qualities, Sachit Ananda. So how can you say the Jiva is also not the enjoyer? Because Krishna is an enjoyer, Prakriti is enjoyed, the Jiva gets pleasure when it is being enjoyed by Krishna. Just like Srila Prabhupada gives an example of a husband and wife. The husband is enjoyer, and wife is also enjoyed, is enjoying when she's enjoyed by the husband. Same way, the Jiva is also enjoyer when it is enjoyed by Krishna. So this the enjoyment is on 2 levels. The Ananda, both are having Ananda. Please is say. That means Krishna is a savior, he is a receiver of service, and Jiva is a servitor. Jiva serves Krishna, and Krishna in his constitutive position accepts the seva from Jiva. So both are in bliss, Anand. But the bliss and the constitutional difference is that one is a server, other is a servant. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So those jivas who think that they are independently enjoyer without Krishna, now their enjoyment is related to Krishna only. When they are serving Krishna, when they are being enjoyed with Krishna, they are enjoying. Now without Krishna, if they want to enjoy, they then have to come down to the material universe. For them only this creation, material creation is due. How beautifully Srimad Bhagavatam explains this creation. So creation starts with the Mahatattva. And Mahatattva, what is the size of Mahatattva? In other words, what is the size of relative size of the universe, material universe and spiritual universe is given in the last paragraph. Srila Prabhupada says Mahatattva is like a small cloud in a clear sky. It's like a cloud in a very big, clear, expansive sky. The expansive sky is the spiritual world only. And in that, a cloud like Mahatattva is there, within which contains trillions and trillions and trillions of galaxies and universes. So that part which is covered by Mahatattva is called the material sky. What we are seeing is the material sky now. And this material sky in the Mahatattva itself, there are trillions of universes. So all these universes are produced by Karanodakaya Vishnu. Karana Udayashaya Vishnu is the first Purusha incarnation, who is also called Mahavishnu. And this Mahavishnu is glancing at the material sky, which is called technically called Mahatattva, and the Mahatattva becomes enlivened. Then it evolves into 24 elements and forms a material creation. Getting clear? Is it okay? In between also you can stop me if it is not, when you fully cannot comprehend what is being said.
Yes, Prabhuji, what is the size of Mahatattva you said?
Mahatattva, suppose there's a big size, you can see the sky, you know, when you daytime, big sky is there.
Yes.
And sometimes you'll find a small cloud also.
Yes.
Right. Now the big sky is compared to the spiritual universe, and a small cloud is compared to the material universes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compares how the material universe appears. He takes a small bag of sesame grains, and a big hall, he keeps it in the corner. So that portion of that hall which is covered by the small sesame grain bag is the material universe, while the big hall is the spiritual universe. So once
Prabhuji, spiritual is 3/4 and material is 1/4.
Yes, that is for the understanding of for our understanding is given as Tripada Egabodha. Actually, spiritual universe, actually there is no, means it's absolute, no. You cannot calculate in numbers.
Yes.
But for our understanding, it is said that spiritual universe 3/4 and material universe is 1/4. So that means the total comes 4. Absolute terms, there is no things like 1, 2, 3, 4 and it's unlimited. But how we can understand, suppose there's a huge unlimited space and there's a small portion within this one. So sometimes Srila Prabhupada says actually the material universe is also within this spiritual universe, because whole thing is spiritual universe and the cloud is only the material universe. But that portion of the sky which is covered by the cloud is called the material universe. And we are only in that small cloud, and we think that this small cloud is all in all, without understanding the whole sky. Sometimes it happens, suppose you go to first floor of the house, and from that window you peep out, you can see a small portion of the sky only. But suppose you go to terrace, up the terrace, then you can see the whole sky. When you are conditioned, you think that a small cloud is all in all, without having any idea of the whole sky. So here the spiritual creation and actually spiritual is not creation, it's expansion. Spiritual sky and material universes are given by this example. So the next verse talks about the next incarnations. Garbhoshaya Vishnu. Yasyam vase shayanasya yoga nidram vidanmadha Nabi hardam bujadasi brahma vishwasajampadi. A part of the Purusha lies down within the bottom of the universe. From the navel lake of his body sprouts a lotus stem, and from the lotus flowers atop this stem, Brahma, the master of all engineers in the universe, becomes manifest. So the first step is Karnashaya Vishnu. He breathes out innumerable planets lying in the causal ocean. And after creating all the universes, another expansion of the Chaturvyuha enters this each and every universe and lies down in the water which is coming out as perspiration. Actually, the water in the Garbhodaya is actually perspiration only. Garbhodaga. So Karnashai brings us out all the universes by using this Mahatotva. And then Garbhodaya Vishnu enters each and every universe and lies down in the water, which is his perspiration only. And in that, from that navel of this Garbhodaya Vishnu sprouts a lotus stem, and a stem, and at the end of the stem you have the flower also. So this lotus stem, the 14 planets are grouped together. 14 planets starting from Satyaloka down to Padala.
Prabhuji, I have one question on these planets. How are these different from the planets that we know, like Jupiter, Mars, and all these? Are they different?
Well, both the material science as well as spiritual science agreeable. One point of understanding is that there are different planets. Not one planet, there are different planets. Only the number differs. Here, the material scientists say that there is 9 planets. I now think they have reduced to 8 also, I think.
Yes, Pluto is the out now.
Okay. So, in due course, they may be convinced, they come to understanding that there are 14 planets. Now, material universe, material science depends on this perception, direct perception, which is called pratyaksha. So, they have to experience this, and after doing a series of experiments, they come to a conclusion. But being imperfect, having imperfect senses, they will not be able to find out the truth by doing so many experiences, because they are relying only the pratyaksha.
What is Pratyaksha, Prabhuji?
Direct perception. There are 10 pramanas, mainly the three pramanas of pratyaksha, anumana, and shabda. Pratyaksha means what you will say, seeing is believing. You see something, you have some idea, then you do some experience in your laboratory to establish what you have seen. And finally, after doing all this experience, you establish what you have seen. Pratyaksha, direct perception. This is the method. This is followed by the material scientist. Then logicians, they follow anumana. Like they say that there's a fire in the mountain. There's a fire in the kitchen also. When you say there's a fire in the mountain, they assume that, there's a smoke in the mountain, sorry, there's a smoke. They'll conclude that because there is smoke, there is a fire also. This is called logical. Shabda is oral reception from a bona fide source, which is called Vedas. So one name of Vedas is called Shabda. The first two methods are ascending methods. The third method is descending. Because you are receiving from a knowledge from a source, but that knowledge source has to be bona fide. That's the only thing. And the bona fide source is Vedas only. So Shabda Pramana is perfect, precise, faultless, because it is apaurusham. It is not created by material man who is having the four defects. So called the Vedas are another name for Vedas is apaurushayam, apaurushayam. Here Purusha is the person inside this material universe. Which means this Shabda, this Vedas, is not a creation of this material world. It is coming down from the spiritual world. So that is perfect. That knowledge is perfect. So we accept that perfect knowledge.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So the Garbhodakaya Vishnu is lying down, and the 14 planets are there. And the topmost planet is Satyaloka. And then when this whole universe is full of the universes, then into that universe, so many jivaganas, particles of jivas injected, and then Brahma, who takes over, is an engineer. Brahma is called Pidamaha, grandfather, and Krishna is called Prapidamaha. The 11th chapter of you will find Krishna is addressed as Prapidamaha. Pidamaha is grandfather is Brahma, and great grandfather is Krishna, and father of human beings. Who is the father of Manu? Is accepted as a father because the Manusha is coming from Manu only.
Swayambhu Manu.
Swayambhuva Manu. And Manu is the son of Brahma. And Brahma is the son of Garbhodakaya Vishnu. So you can see the sequence. So Brahma is a grandfather, and Krishna, Garbhodakaya Vishnu, is a great grandfather. And when these jivas are there, then into the jivas come the third expansion of the Purusha Avtara, is called the Kshirodakaya Vishnu. He resides in each and every atom. Each and every atom. So Vishnu Chakravarti says that the first expansion of Karnadakaya Vishnu is expanded from Sangarshana. Garbhodakaya Vishnu is expanded from Pradyumna, and Kshirodakaya Vishnu is expanded from Aniruddha, the Chaturviha. Everyone knows about Chaturviha, no? You explained in so many classes. Krishna's first expansion is the Chaturviha.
Yes, Prabhuji. One sloka is also there in Bhagavatam, Prabhuji. Namaste Vasudevaya, Namo Sankarsanaya cha Pradimna Aniruddhaya, Sattvatang Pataye Namaha.
Which chapter, which skanda is that? I think this is the third canto.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I think so. I'm not very sure. Anyway, that is A. So that means the four Chaturviha, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Dimna, and Aniruddha. Karnadakaya Vishnu is expanded from Sankarshana. Garbhodakaya Vishnu is expanded from Pradyumna, and Kshirodakaya from Aniruddha. So we get the three Purushavadaras. Now in Bhagavad Gita, 20th verse of the 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna started explaining the creation to Arjuna. He starts with Aham Matma Gudagesha Sarabhuta Shestidaha Aham adishcha madhyam cha bhudam anda eva cha bhudanam anda eva cha. So Krishna is, he says, Aham Atma Gudagesha Sarva Bhudasya Sthidaha. Sarva Bhuda. Inside every Buddha. He is a Adi, he is a Madhyam, he is a Anta also. So Sarva Buddha, the first Sarva Buddha, Baldev Vidyabhushan, he is using Sarva Buddha in three contexts of three Purushas. The first Sarva Buddha, basic reference to Prakriti from Pradhana. We have seen that, Mahatattva. So Krishna says, I am situated within the abode of Prakriti, made of all these elements, in the form of Vishnu in Karna ocean. That is called the Andaryami. So Karnadashaya Vishnu is the Andaryami of the Prakriti. That we have seen. Karnadashaya Vishnu agitates the Mahatattva, then creates everything, all the universes. So Karnadashaya Vishnu is the Andaryami of the Prakriti. So he basically is a Sarvabhuta Sthita. Now, the second Andaryami is a Garbhodashaya Vishnu. It is called Samashti Virat. Why? Inside the Garbhodashaya Vishnu is all the souls. So he is an aggregate person. Garbhodashaya Vishnu is a aggregate holder of all the universe. Because you have seen this form is navel only, everything is sprouting. So Garbhodashaya Vishnu is aggregate. The technical word is Samashti Virat. Samashti Virat. Samashti Virat means aggregate person in the form of Garbhodashaya Vishnu. Why it is aggregate? Because all the jivas are residing inside him only. And the third Shirvashaya Vishnu is called Vyashti Virat. Because he is within all the individual souls, within individual atoms. So the first Karnadashaya Vishnu is Andaryami of the Prakriti. The second Garbhodashaya Vishnu is a aggregate person which is holding all these universes, all the jivas in his navel. And inside every individual, Kshirodashaya Vishnu is a Vyashti Virat. Is called a individual person. Now, Shubhara Upanishad says, Sattva-tantra says, Vishnu Tri Rupani, Purushasya Akhyani Ado Vidu, Egam Tu Mahat Srishtir, Yudiyam Tandu Samshtidam, Tridiyam Sarva Bhudastam. Vishnu's tu Trini Rupani, not Trini Rupani. Vishnu is in three forms. Vishnu to Trini Rupani, Purushakhyani Adhovidu. These three forms are called the Purushavasaras. Adhovidu is understood like that. Egam tu Mahat Srishtir. One who agitates the Mahatattva is the first one. Didiyam Tandu Samshidam. One is body which contains all the souls. Didiyam, this Garbhodashaya Vishnu. Tridiyam Sarva Bhudastam. Inside all the Buddhas. Brahma Samhita says, Andandarastha Paramanu Chayandarasam. Andandarastha Paramanu Chayandarasam. Anda is a Brahmanda. The Anda is situated in Garbhodashaya Vishnu. Andandarastha Paramanu Chayandarasam. In the Anda situates the Paramanu, all the individuals. In that Paramanu. Anda Andarastha Paramanu Chayandarastha. That is describing the Shirvasa Vishnu. So Tridiyam is Sarvabhudasa, is inside the each and every individual soul. Tani Jnatva Vimuchyate. One who perfectly understands these three forms of Vishnu, he can overcome the cycle of
Birth and death. BODD.
BOD, birth, old age, disease, and death. He can come out of this. So this is actually the very logical explanation of creation. And Krishna says, sorry, Srila Prabhupada says is, the atheist people, they cannot accept this. The atheist people means either these material scientists or the other things, they cannot accept this creation. But at the same time, they cannot give a very good theory, a what you call acceptable theory, a logical theory as to how creation has taken place. So they do not know, at the same time, they reject this knowledge also. This middle scientist says that the jiva, the creation is taken from some matter only. But this is wrong. Matter on its own has got no strength to create. So we have to understand, we have to accept that based on this systematic presentation given in Srimad Bhagavatam and our Vedas. We have to understand that the Lord and all the planets and the different planet Puranyas were created at once by the will of Lord. Now, when you speak like this way, sometimes people may think, okay, Krishna is so connected with matter, he should be also a material product. But that is denied in the third verse. Yasya vayam sthane kalpido loka vistara tadve bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattvamurjidam. It is believed that all the universal planetary systems are situated on the extensive body of the Purusha, but he has nothing to do with the created material ingredients. His body is eternally spiritual existence par excellence. So, Mahatattva is creating the material universes by using the Mahatattva, entering the Mahatattva, and then agitating it and creating it. Though one may sometimes conclude that he is also part of Mahatattva. In one way, Shilapati is correct. In one way, it is right. Why? Because it is a power, the power from the powerful, the potency from the potent. Potency cannot be separated from the potent. The energy cannot be separated from the energetic. At the same time, Mahatattva is not Krishna, is different from Krishna. So simultaneously, it is one with Krishna and different from Krishna. Or you can say Krishna is simultaneously one with his energy and is different from his energy. This philosophy is coined by Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's called Achindya Bheda Bheda. It's called Bheda Bheda. Since it is not easily conceivable, it is called inconceivable. Achindya Bheda Bheda Tattvam. So this conception of this viral form is basically for the beginners because they have to concentrate on this some form. But this viral form is not the real form of Krishna. Real form of Krishna is Rupam Vishuddham Sattvamurjitam, is Vishuddha Tattvam. But he lies down in these material universes. And in the previous sloka, it is mentioned Yoga Nidra, Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra of Krishna is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 11th chapter is called in dealing with time from minutest time to mega time. Verse number 38. Kaloyam diparardhakyo nimesha upajaryade avyakrita anandasya hi ande jagadatmana. Kaloyam diparardhakyo. Diprarada. Parartha. The Brahma's lifespan is divided into two pararthas. The first parartha is 50 years of Brahma, and the second parartha is 50 years, next 50 years of Brahma. From our point of view, we have seen the lifespan of Brahma is equal to 313 trillion years. So this is divided into two pararthas, and the duration of two pararthas is a fraction of a second for Karanashaya Vishnu. This is a time for Vishnu to take a breath and then breathe out. This is a time. And this Vishnu is unchanging, Avyagrita and Anandasya, unlimited. And he is the real cause of this universe. Anade Jagadatmana. He is the cause. So Krishna is the cause, but he is not directly involved. He creates by accepting three forms of Karanashaya Vishnu, Garbhodashaya Vishnu, and Kshirodashaya Vishnu. For what purpose? To accommodate the rebellious souls who are interested in enjoying without Krishna. When finally this some of these jivas get tired of continuous suffering inside this material universe, they turn to Krishna. Just like that bird in the sitting in that tree is turning to the super soul. So all these scriptures are meant to encourage the conditioned soul to go back to his original home and under the guidance of a spiritual master. So Krishna has so mercifully given us all the scriptures, and he is sending us spiritual masters also. So we should take this opportunity and utilize it properly and get back to our homes. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one doubt, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Actually, Karan Daksai Vishnu is staying in Karan Sagar, and Garva Daksai Vishnu, where he stays?
He is inside an individual universe. Now, Karanashaya Vishnu is lying in the causal ocean, which is
Yes.
the border of the spiritual and material universes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And from him comes the material universes. Then Garbhodashaya Vishnu is expansion of Pradipna. He enters each and every universe, which is now inside this the matter, material universe. Each and every universe. And lying down this material universe, from his perspiration, full water, Garbha Udara is there, and he's lying down in his own water. Like that, each and every universe, there is one Garbhodashaya Vishnu. So Karanashaya Vishnu is only one. Garbhodashaya Vishnu resides in every universe. And Kshirodashaya Vishnu resides
in everyone's
inside
heart.
all the atoms, all the
Jivas.
jivas.
Then Prabhuji, in Milk Ocean, Kshirodakshay Vishnu stays?
Yes. He is residing in Milk Ocean only. Personally, he is residing in the Milk Ocean, but he's expanding himself and is inside every jivas.
Living entity.
Yes.
But in Garbhodaksha Vishnu, he stays in milk ocean again.
Hmm?
Milk ocean, Garbhodaksha Vishnu.
Yeah, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is inside the universe, each individual universe. And in the universe, in that particular universe, so many trillions and trillions of jivas are assembled, connected to matter, having these 84 lakh species as forms.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
Thank you.
inside this jiva resides the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Are you still finding difficult to understand? See, first stage, Karanakshaya Vishnu breathes out all the universe. Let's say trillions of universe. And inside each and every universe, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
And this every universe is filled with jivas. In every universe, not in one planet, every universes, galaxies is filled with jivas. And inside the jivas, so trillions of jivas inside one universe, entering the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And where is this milk ocean where Kshirodakshaya Vishnu resides, is lying down? Where is that?
About this Brahman, Satyaloka.
Sorry, where? It is in Satyaloka.
Actually, it is actually Milk Ocean is also like the Maharaja also is a part of spiritual universe only.
Okay, okay. It is outside of the material world.
Material world.
And also it is mentioned, Prabhuji, that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, he's lying on his own perspiration it's half of the material universe or something like that. Came
Yeah,
from
this is it. So see, you can see that each and every universe is half filled with water.
Mhm.
Now, for example, we can say when Hiranyaksha, he took the earth and he went inside that ocean.
Mhm.
Now, people will say, how can earth contains all that samudras, all the oceans? Now, how can you say that he took the earth and entered the ocean?
Yes, my question also is that, Prabhuji. I have also the same doubt.
So,
When
actually, here, Hiranyaksha is entering the Garbhodaka Vishnu, the ocean, that ocean only, which is half of the particular universe.
Mhm.
Earth is one of the planet. Are you getting this?
yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Inside
It is
Earth,
said that it
we have
is
many
sinking
planets. We
in.
have the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, all those oceans are in Earth. Now, don't be impression that people always get, because we cannot bend also. When you say he went to jumped in the ocean with Earth, people get confused. Inside the Earth only this ocean. How can you say that he carried the Earth into an ocean?
Mhm.
Next, going to this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu ocean.
Is there a name for that ocean, Prabhuji?
Hmm?
Is there a name for that ocean? Garbhodak.
Garbhodaka.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Garbha Udaga Shai, Garbhodaka, Garbha Udaga.
Garbho Udaga. Okay.
The person who lies down the Garbhodaka is called Garbhodaka Shai. Shai means the person who is lying down.
Down.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Vancha Kalpadruvascha.
वनेभि वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance day tomorrow. Lord Moonivika Jai. So everybody, please go to.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय
Tomorrow is the great day. So if possible, you can go to nearby temple and celebrate very nicely. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.